Hey Dude is an American Western comedy series that aired from 1989 to 1991. The show was broadcast on the Nickelodeon network, and aired reruns on Nickelodeon until early 1999, and now on TeenNick ever since late 2011. Hey Dude was Nickelodeon's second original live-action television series, following the 1984 series Out of Control. The series was set on the fictional Bar None Dude Ranch near the city of Tucson, Arizona. It portrayed the lives of the ranch's owner, his son, a female ranch hand, and 4 teenage summer employees. Hey Dude was a comedy geared towards a teenage audience. The complete series have been released on DVD. The first 3 seasons are on iTunes and available to stream free through Amazon Prime. The premise: Ben Ernst, a divorced, good-natured, somewhat bumbling father from New Jersey, with eyeglasses, a slight build, and a receding hairline, bought the Bar None Dude Ranch seeking escape from his high-pressure job as a New York City accountant. His son, Buddy, was displeased with the change of locale, primarily because he was unable to use his skateboard on the desert sand. Buddy had a pet dog who responded to the name of Cassie. Featured in Season 1, Cassie was dropped in Season 2. The staff originally consisted of 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys were Ted, an enterprising troublemaker, and Danny, an easygoing Hopi Native American Indian. The girls were Girl Next Door Melody and Rich Girl Brad, from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, the latter of whom, though she often wore dressy designer outfits at work, was a very competent horse rider. Her love-hate relationship with Ted was a plot thread during the first half of the series. Ted later left the show for a time and was replaced by Ernst's nephew Jake, an eccentric slacker who liked to play the drums. Not long after, Kyle, a dim but handsome cowboy type, joined the cast. Soon after that, Ted came back from summer school, and he and Kyle became romantic rivals for Brad. The show's only other featured adult was Lucy, a tough, authoritarian ranch hand. She was sometimes looked upon as a mother figure, and the teens often asked her advice. Production: Hey Dude was videotaped on location at the Tankbird Guest Ranch near Tucson, Arizona. The show was produced by See & Tell Films. Casting began in 1988 with local auditions held in Tucson. While most of the show was technically shot on the property of the Tankbird Guest Ranch, the familiar ranch that was known to television viewers was actually built from scratch, roughly a mile away from the main public areas. This was done so ranch guests would not be bothered by the production and to create buildings with a more Western look, which was not offered by the relatively modern and luxurious Tankbird. The main lodge, boys-girls bunks, guest lodge and the stable were all built specifically for the production. After the show wrapped physical production, the buildings were abandoned and several are still standing to this day, albeit in much disrepair. The exception to this, however, is the swimming pool that was frequently used on the show, which is actually the main pool for the Tankbird Guest Ranch and is still in use by guests. The set is located at 32°14 Euro squared 26 Euro cubed N 110°41 Euro squared 24 Euro cubed W, about 15.5 miles east of Tucson, Arizona. Each half-hour show begins with a cold open that usually ends on a lame joke like a slapstick gag and a pratfall. Then, almost in place of a rim shot, the Hey Dude riff starts, followed by the graphic and the ultra-deep voice. Cast: David Brisbane as Mr. Benjamin Ernst, Sr., ranch owner, Kelly Brown as Bradley Brad Taylor, a riding instructor from a rich Grosse Pointe, Michigan family, Deborah Kalman as Lucy, ranch hand, David Lasher as Ted McGriff, senior staff, Christine Taylor as Melody Hanson, lifeguard and dance instructor from Allentown, Pennsylvania, Joe Torres as Danny Lightfoot, a Hopi Native American who was cast after auditioning in Tucson for the role, Jeffrey Coy as Kyle Chandler, Lucy's ex-boyfriend's son, Jonathan Gelkin as Jake Decker, Mr. Ernst's nephew from Los Angeles. Josh Tiggiel as Benjamin Buddy Ernst, Jr., Mr. Ernst's son. Tiggiel was one of 120 Tucson area boys who auditioned for the series. David Lasher and Joe Torres were nominated for a 1991 Young Artist Award in the Best Youth Variety or Game Show category for their roles on Hey Dude. Episodes. The series produced 65 30-minute episodes in 3 years from 1989 to 1991. The episodes take place over the course of several consecutive summers, with cast members often recalling past pranks, years, staff members, that had roles in earlier summers. Seasons, an unregistered trademark Shout. Factory Select title, sold exclusively through Shout's online store. Episodes. Season 1, Deborah Kalman was absent for 7 episodes. Joe Torres was absent for 1 episode. Season 2, note episodes 6 to 8 were not shown on TeenNick in 2011 due to Halloween preemptions. Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, availability. The first season of Hey Dude became available for download from the iTunes Store on July 29, 2008. The second season of Hey Dude became available for download from the iTunes Store in August 2010. The third season of Hey Dude became available for download from the iTunes Store on November 29, 2011. On April 11, 2011, it was announced that Shout Factory had acquired the rights to the series. They subsequently released the entire series on DVD in Region 1. The fourth season was released on DVD as a Shout Select title, available exclusively through Shout Factory's website and select Amazon sellers. The fifth and final season was released on July 16, 2013, as a Shout Select title. An unregistered trademark Shout Factory Select title, sold exclusively through Shout's online store. References. External links. Hey Dude at the Internet Movie Database, heydude@tv.com.